Hey everyone, this is Zerindar, and I am alive. I know it's been like 8 months since I last posted, but still here, still kicking. Um, so you're probably wondering where have I been? So I played a little bit of Hollow Knight, and up until that point, I had only watched a few YouTubers play it, and I was always interested in trying it out myself, but I never got around to it until Silksong came out. And, everyone knows Silksong. People have been waiting on it for years. And I figured, if Silksong's here, why not give Hollow Knight a try? And, oh my god, that game pisses me off. But in a fun way. I'm a very sore loser, and I get upset really easily when it comes to losing in games, but like, Hollow Knight just gives you this adrenaline that makes you want to keep going. You want to keep bashing your head against the wall until you finally beat that boss. I spent like an hour on the Mantis Lords, but I eventually beat them, and it felt so good. I had like 5 or 6 of my friends there watching me do it. Oh, it was a great time. Um, After Hollow Knight, I played Laika, Age Through Blood, which is currently, probably for a very long time, my favorite video game ever. I love Laika so much, the ending made me very emotional. I kind of considered making a rant video about the game at one point, but I decided against it for now, unless people want to see it. Um, at one point, I also considered making a retrospective in the future, like one of those long analysis videos that's like 2 hours long on Leica. Um, it would be very random, right? It would be very out of nowhere to do that, but I love Leica so much that it's totally an option for me, I would say. Like, I would genuinely consider it if people are interested. Um, and now I've been playing Crosscode, which I've also been holding on. Um, I've also been interested in for a while now, and I gotta say, it's really fun so far. I'm only like 5 chapters in. The game is like going by really fast, but I really like the mechanics. They're very intuitive. It's very fun, very interactive. I really like Leah. She's really silly. Um, and honestly, I would say it's really close to being my favorite game as well. I would say it's really close to Laika, up there in terms of games. I'm really interested in Crosscode so far. I currently have 20 hours on it, so it's not like I've been playing it like non-stop. But I kinda have because I've only been playing it for like 2 days. That's where I've been. I've been playing Crosscode a little bit and some other games. I still play Arknights. I just haven't really had the opportunity or the interest in making other types of videos. And there hasn't really been anything interesting going on as of late in Arknights. There have been a couple of events that pissed me the hell off, I will say, but not in a fun way. Like Chapter 15's boss. That thing pissed me off. It was so difficult. And there's also Mechanist Vector Breakthrough, which felt basically impossible, and I had to ask one of my friends to beat it for me, even though I'm the one who usually goes on other people's accounts and beats stages for them. It was really humiliating, right? But that's what friends are for. And I did manage to beat it in the end, week 1. But wow, what have they been smoking over there? I gotta say. Some of these events lately have been either crazy difficult or really easy. I'm not complaining about the easy ones. I think that's fine. I actually like it that way because it welcomes new players into the game better. Like it's more of a smooth introduction to the game. Um, but with stuff like Chapter 15, wow, what have they been smoking, dude? Um, but yeah, that's basically where I've been, and then just a little bit of a life update as well, which is, I guess, the main reason why I haven't been uploading as much. Um, if you recall, in my last video about, I think it was factions, I said I was doing my driving test, and I failed 3 times. I failed 3 times due to very stupid things that happened. I'm not necessarily a bad driver. I just can't have 100% attention at all times. It's more like 90%. And people here, examiners, they're very demanding. They're extremely demanding. So, slightest slip up and you fail instantly. So, I've spent like 800 euros trying to pass, and I keep failing, and I'm trying to stay positive, trying to hit my head on it, whatnot. Kinda working, kinda not working. We'll see where it goes. I really want to start driving, I really want a car, I really want to be a functioning adult, but it's been very difficult for me because in Portugal they're so demanding with their driving requirements, which is good, right? It's good because it means that people supposedly drive safer on the streets. It's just that in my case, it's not good because it doesn't let me pass. But overall, it's a good thing. I do think it's fine overall. Um, the rest of my mom's teeth fall out, and we've had to pay a large amount of money to essentially get them replaced. And it's been going on for a few months, and it's been very stressful because there isn't a whole lot that she can eat, and it's been very costly, both like financially and I guess mentally for both of us, because I've been having to like keep an eye out for her, and she's been stressing out over, not having teeth to eat with because she can't eat all the stuff she used to eat that she really liked. Um, I think tomorrow we're gonna go to the dentist again. I think she has another appointment. That's been going on. My family has two cars. My uncle has a car, and no, we have three cars. My uncle, my mom, and my dad all have a car, and we are a lower middle class family, so we buy old, cheap cars. And these cars, for the last couple years, have been just dying. Like, they're going through it. They feel like they have some part that breaks down every 2 months, and I don't understand why they're deciding to give up now after enduring for so long. I mean, I get that these cars we have are like 20 years old, but like, please, just hold on a bit longer because it's so costly to repair and replace their parts nowadays. And it's just so much money going out the wazoo. Like, it's 500 euros every time part of them breaks. Um, what else? Well, yeah, my dog has been a little bit not okay. I have a dog, you probably heard him bark in my IS5 video. His name's Zeus. Um, he's very silly. I really like him. He's about 8, 9 years old. Um, and he's been a little depressed for a while. And I mean, I understand why he feels that way because he has been having some health issues, mainly a rash on his side that doesn't seem to heal because he can't stop scratching it and biting it, and like, we do get him to stop at times, and there are periods of time where he stops, but it just doesn't go away. And I think he might have to do with his shampoo. Not exactly sure. So we do plan to take him to the vet again sometime soon to see if we can get that checked out, because last time it was on the other side, now it's on his left side, and it doesn't go away, and he's sad. And recently one of his friends, one of his doggy friends, also passed away. Her name was Noah. She was a 15-year-old German Shepherd that I grew up with. She belonged to our neighbors, and she was probably the only dog that my dog didn't bark at. I don't know if they were exactly friends because I didn't get to see them interact like for a long period of time. But for the little that they did interact, they would sniff each other, and then my dog would bark at her, almost like provoking her, and she would bark right back, and he would run away. And I think that's them playing. I don't really understand dogs a little bit. But it was cute, and he liked seeing her, and she liked seeing him. But she was a bit old, a bit mistreated by the neighbors. I don't want to get into that. And So my dog's been a bit depressed and having some health issues. And so I've been looking after him and taking care of him and making sure he's happy and he knows that people love him and he's loved very much. Um, then my birthday happened a couple weeks ago. Um, Very normal birthday, and my birthday present that I really wanted was Enfield, which was 2 weeks later, aka like 5 days ago. And, I do the pre-registration, I open up Enfield, oh my god, I'm gonna play. I got a new PC that isn't modern, but it works, and I heard the game's super optimized, and I click to start, and after the first or second loading screen, the game crashes on me, and it crashes again and again. So despite the game being super optimized, I can't even play it. So all of my friends, right, all of my 20 friends are playing Enfield all day, grinding like 10 hours a day, doing their factories, talking about their pulls in my server, and I can't play Enfield, and it feels like I'm missing out because they're all playing what I really wanted to play, and I can't play it, and it's so sad. But it happens. I kind of expected it, and maybe I'll get to play it eventually. From what I hear from it and my friends, I don't think it's a perfect game, but I don't think it's bad either. I think it's pretty alright, and I do see potential, and I hope that from here they'll pick up that potential and develop it a bit more, because I know they cooked with Arknights for a lot of things, so I do hope that they have a vision for Enfield, and they manage to cook as they usually do. That's what my life's been like for the last 10 months or so. Now, for my plans going forward, I don't know. I'm not quitting YouTube. I'm just on a bit of a hiatus right now, just taking a bit of a break, I guess, until things sort themselves out or I sort them out. I've been writing, and I want to keep writing. Not gonna talk too many details about that because it's something that I'm still kind of working out and trying to figure it out, and well, it's just going, I guess. I'm really slow because most days I don't really feel like it, because it just creates a wall if you stop, and then it's really hard to break that wall. Once it breaks, you just start going and you don't stop. And that's the hard part, it's to continue going, because if you stop for even a day, you just don't want to do it anymore. But I've been working on it. I'm working on the main story, I've been working on a side story, a short story, and stuff like that. And it's been going good. I've been inhaling Enfield lore videos like crazy. And I still want to do stuff on YouTube eventually. I didn't do EX8 Kazi Friends, because, again, I figured there wouldn't be much of a point, but mainly I was just not really in the mood for it. Maybe I'm being a bit of a doomer right now. I do apologize if I'm sounding like a doomer. I'm just trying to be a bit honest with you guys, and I'm not looking for sympathy or trying to sound like a doomer, I'm just trying to be open. I wanted to play IS-6 and do a silly version, like I did with IS-5, but IS-6 isn't exactly difficult, but it's extremely not fun for me, and I've noticed that I'm kind of an outlier when it comes to that among my friends, and that's fine, that's completely fine, but it does bring me down a little bit, because I don't find it fun. I think it's fine. I don't think it's as bad as IS-2 was for me. I fucking hated IS-2, but I'm not exactly enjoying it. But I do plan to come back eventually and post more on YouTube. So that's the little channel slash life update that I wanted to give you guys in case you've been wondering where I've been. And before I go, I also just want to say that if you're ever feeling sad or down, remember that there's people around you that can probably help you, like friends and family. And never think you're alone, because people who struggle often think they're alone and they have no one to rely on. But in reality, you're not alone, and if you ever feel like you need someone, you can always get help, and people will always be willing to help you, because you're a human, and you're precious. Your life is precious, okay? So if you're ever feeling down, don't let it get to you. We live in an increasingly hostile world full of wars and corrupt governments and AI, so it's really hard to stay positive, but sometimes you just gotta keep bashing your head against that wall. So yeah, that's about it. That's my life/channel update, and see you guys sometime in the future. Zerindar out.